Vitamin A is a micronutrient needed for proper immune responses, bone metabolism, antioxidant activity, and retinal growth. Since many of these functions depend on multiple nutrients, some vitamin deficiencies are difficult to detect. Vitamin A deficiencies, however, manifest themselves by recurring infections and nighttime blindness. This is a unique marker to vitamin A deficiency that allows physicians to detect and treat it. However, the problem of vitamin A deficiencies extend beyond the blindness it causes. This deficiency affects 1 in 3 children under the age of 5 and kills over 100,000 children each year. To combat this deficiency, scientists have used biotechnology to incorporate the genes that encode the enzymes for vitamin A synthesis into the rice. This makes the rice a GMO, or genetically modified organism, since the genetic makeup has been changed. This leaves us with the question we have today of whether the production of golden rice is really worth it. We'll hear for what some UBC students have to say about this.
I think we need to get rid of them from the food system. They're destroying the earth. They're hurting us too. Not good. And I try to avoid them.
Why?
Well, it's not good for our health because especially any age actually.
Benefits to that, like the wheat example, how it can grow in drier regions, higher regions, and in closer compactness. So
I think genetically modified foods are good if they weren't corporately dominated by one company, namely Monsanto, if I'm not right, which now owns almost 90% of them. They have no reason to change their product. Their product is bad.
Well, I don't think very good things about them. I just don't think that there's a need to modify foods that they come out of the earth just the right way.
Benefits.
To genetically modify food, I would think the only benefit would be you can have more.
Protect grains and things like that from harsh environments, but it can go too far when they no longer really resemble the food they used to be.
I don't know, I don't really have an official standpoint, I guess. I don't know. Don't really.
It could act as a poison to your body.
Now we're going to discuss the biotechnology of golden rice. The reason why biotechnology must be used is due to the fact that during the processing of rice, only the endosperm components left over. The endosperm lacks 2 particular enzymes required for vitamin A synthesis. The lack of these enzymes prevent the endosperm from producing vitamin A. So the first technique that must be used is recombination, where the missing enzymes are placed into the bacterial plasmid. After this occurs, transformation must happen. Transformation is the incorporation of the bacterial DNA into the host cell, which in this case is the rice cell. Now that the rice has the genes encoding those enzymes and can use protein synthesis to create protein. These proteins has those 2 missing enzymes so that the endosperm can actually make the vitamin A. Harvesting. Harvesting usually occurs 4 to 5 months after the rice crops have been grown. After harvesting, the rice is called paddy rice, and it is thoroughly cleaned and transported into storage facilities. Drying is the most important aspect to maintain the quality of the rice. Farmers either use in-store drying method or the sun drying method. The sun drying method uses heat produced from the sun. Although it is inexpensive, it can reduce yields and farmers have no control over the moisture content or the prevalent pests. The in-store method involves using a storage compartment with controlled heat and air moisture. Although this produces greater rice quality, it requires a storage facility, which is expensive and has longer drying times. This is followed by milling, where machines remove the husk layer of the rice. This leaves behind the brown rice with the bran, germ, and endosperm layer still intact. The brown rice can either be packaged and sold, or it can be further processed, which it typically is. After further milling, the germ and bran layer are removed, and this is done because they contain many oils and nutrients which can undergo oxidation and make the rice rancid, which decreases its storage life. This milling leaves behind only the inner endosperm layer, which produces either golden rice if the biotechnology was used, or white rice. After milling, the rice is polished to make it have a smooth and shiny surface, and it's packaged into various size containers for storage or to transportation vehicles to deliver the rice. Currently, golden rice is under a lot of scrutiny regarding its status as GMO. I hope this presentation gave everyone a better understanding of the process of producing golden rice in the lab and how it's grown in the fields.